Good morning. Today is Sunday the 10th, July 10th, and waiting here at the docks where my ski is located, but the gate is locked, and so I have to wait for Captain Joey's crew to come and open up the gate. But it's dark anyway, I can't go out right now. So in the meantime, I thought I'd do a little view of the map here of what's going on. So I am in Naples and wanting to make the run to Key West. And yesterday morning, when I woke up, you can see all the wind pattern going on. Well, there was a bunch of greens here for yesterday, and that just means the difference between, maybe an 8-mile-an-hour wind or less than 10 or less kind of a mile-per-hour wind versus in those brighter greens it starts to get to 15 mile an hour. And generally there's 1 foot of chop per 10 miles per hour generally. Certainly there's a lot more that goes into it, but nonetheless, that's why I decided to hold off one day in Naples and go ahead and make the run for today, because as we play it and it goes from 10 to 11, you can kind of see how the winds are going to change, and should be while I'm going into the wind, that is still decent waves. It's scheduled to be like 1-footers or so, which means could be 2 or 3. The other thing I was researching was the route in. So again, up here's Naples, down here's Key West, and normally I would just straight shoot that. Yeah, it's offshore quite a ways, but as I did more research and kind of was talking to some locals and some other people on the internet, they warned about the PWC exclusion zones. And so basically, as we drill into Key West, there's 2 national wildlife refuge zones right north of Key West, and those refuge areas do not allow personal watercraft. So unfortunately, that means instead of having the straight shot coming down from Naples, which would have been about 105, 110 miles, I am now needing to go kind of follow the coastline a little. Can't get too close because that's excluded as well. Florida Bay is excluded, and there's a refuge zone over here. So I basically have to come down to Marathon Island, go under the bridge and essentially out into the Atlantic, into Hawks Channel, and then the last 40 miles go from Marathon over to Key West and wrap around to where my marina's at. And that adds almost 50 to 60 miles to the trip. Not my ideal situation, but if I really want to go to Key West, then that's what I got to do. So I can always bail. I can get to Marathon and say, had enough, done, cooked, and not keep going. So I will have several outs as I'm making the last 40 miles over to Key West. But that's the story for the day. All right, leaving the Hyatt place and Joey's Charters, where I had it docked for the night, and now heading down the 3 miles or so of the inlet for Naples, and then gonna hit the Gulf. Got a little bit of weather up there, but according to Futurecast, it's gonna kind of blow onshore, and I should be heading to the right of it, if you will, to the west of it. Well, the weather radar here had the storms kind of dissipating for a while, and I figure I'm just going to punch through them so that I can get moseying on down the road. So I'm getting rained on. Well, if there's any doubt what kind of day I had today, it's heading into this stuff. And it is beating me up. I got another 90 miles to go. Alright, well, just to give you a taste of what I'm tasting. Hard to do one-handed. Oh, more seagrass. Lots and lots and lots of seagrass. I've already had to use my handy dandy IDF once today. I am beat up. It's gotten a lot smoother, but it's still just a 22 mile an hour go. But the first, what time is it? 1:22 it says. The first, I started at 7:30, and I would say the first 5 hours, all the way up until about noon, where noon 30, were just, so much fun, yeah. Well, I made it to Marathon. Now I gotta run to Key West. Ooh, baby, I'm gonna be tired tonight. Oh, baby. That is Key West. I've got just a little bit more to go. I am tired. It is right at 5 o'clock, which means, let's see, I left port, we're at my slip at 7. Woohoo! I got out of Naples by 7:30, so I've been riding pretty hard for 9.5 hours. And chops. Chops, and chops. Oh, I made it. They got me a nice little dock here. Little slip. Time to go imbibe.